Okay, once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening for some of you. This morning is the 10th of October, and this is among the first calls that we are having for our team. Soon the calls are going to be big. I had an announcement to make. I will also make it at the end of this presentation, why our calls are likely to get bigger. There is something that we have worked around with the company to make this call even much bigger, because one of the people from the company has been listening to the information we disseminate out there, and we have been looked at to be very knowledgeable. Our team is actually knowledgeable, and they think more people should benefit from our knowledge. So it is not bad to share. I told them it's okay, we have no problem. We shall teach everybody that wants to learn. This opportunity is here not for people out there who don't know it, for those who you tell. It is here for me and you. If you talk to somebody, then they will know. If you don't talk to them, then they will not know. That's why sometimes there's a scripture in the Bible which says, those who are knocking, the door will be opened for them. When you ask, you receive, basically. So there are people who are not looking for anything. So they will not find anything. You get it, because they are not looking. Now, for those of you who have lost money, it means you were looking for money. So don't worry. You're going to still find that money. Don't stop the act of looking for money. So I'm sharing the screen right now. Then we go ahead and we work out what we have. It's going to be a little bit quick. So make sure that when you're here, you're going to pay attention till we have everything we need. Okay. Yeah, so we have plenty of our top leaders who probably attend. Now, before we even start, I just need to thank you guys for being on this Zoom, because truth be told, if you go to a function, and even if it's your own wedding, and you think you don't have money and you don't want to invite people, if people don't come, you're going to eat your own food. Even on a burial, you need some people. So there is nothing that doesn't need people. You're a hospital, you need people to get sick and they come all together. So right now, we need as many people as we can to listen to us. If we get as many, then we know that we are communicating. At least we shall know a message has reached somebody somewhere. Now, I'm going to begin the presentation, but I've always told people, when you find any business with a disclaimer, as a presenter, never at any moment dodge a disclaimer. Some people think that a disclaimer will take away your morale, but no. It actually tells you what not to do and what to do. By the time you're done with the disclaimer, then your head is up and ready to receive the right information. Those who are cowards, it definitely gives you some bit of fear. You feel like, these guys are scaring me. But I can tell you there is nothing out there that is safe. It's not there. Everywhere we live, there is risk. Everything has risk. So now the question is, what is the level of your engagement with risk? Do you understand risk? Risk is the new safe today. That's the word I want to let you know. Risk is the what? The new safe. That one, you need to understand it. And when fear comes, you just know that it's false evidence just appearing real. It's false. So let me go through the disclaimer. Very important. Now, the information presented in these slides is intended for informational and educational purposes only. Now, while every effort has been made to ensure the accuracy and completeness of the information, it is provided as is without warranty of any kind, express or implied. That is the law. They are going ahead to say that the content may contain what we call forward-looking statements. When we say forward-looking, we are speculating. Are we together? Forward-looking statements. that involve risks and uncertainties, actual results might differ materially from those projected. Past performance is not indicative of future results, guys. Someone will say, remember the other coin? It shot so high. I think even this one will just, please leave the other coin alone. Let us focus on this one. Now, the slides might also contain hypothetical examples. We do a lot of hypotheticals. And for illustrative purposes, now listen, actual results might vary. No part of these slides should be constrained as financial, legal, or investment advice. That's the bit I need you to understand. Always consult with qualified professionals before making any financial decisions. Now, the last part is very important for me and you. By viewing these slides, now that's the part where you're liable. You agree not to hold me and the blockchain era, you get it, liable for any losses incurred based on the information provided. Am I very clear now? Now that I've given you that, I feel a bit safe, because even if anyone came for me tomorrow saying that, you know what, you told me the other thing, I came and I lost money, I said, but there was a disclaimer. Anything with a disclaimer is trying to protect you and me. So now let's go ahead. Much as there is a disclaimer, this business has positioned itself in 4 quadrants. Quadrants that have been existing, guys, existing. There is nothing new the business is bringing. It's only eventing. I would say innovating and making things better. It is improving what we have. Are we there? I usually look at this and I compare to creation. When God created man, he had finished. Are we together? He had finished. He only said, I'm going to add another person later to help. He improved man by creating a woman out of a human being himself. So the actual creation was man. So here we have the actual creation that has been there. The company LFI, or the blockchain era, is coming in to make it better. It's creating something, because these things have been there. They are failing to enter into mainstream. They are failing to capture the big mass market. So we are coming with an element to bring the mass market. That's it, nothing else. So the smartphone, accessories, and the hardware, we all know. The blockchain and crypto, 14 years, it has been around. Education is as old as human beings themselves. I would get that. So education has been there. So people are only changing something. They're saying, okay, if you've created a computer, why don't we also put education there? Why can people go and do e-learning? You don't need to go to class all the time to learn. You can do electronically in your home and you learn. Then we have people who are moving in the area of sales. They are saying, okay, we are fed up of seeing billboards. Can we improve this thing? Can we get soldiers to do what we call door-to-door? Are we together? Door-to-door. Make a call. Don't read an advert. Direct sales and affiliate marketing is one of the most amazing. So these 4 quadrants is where this company has come to play from. And you will see how, I would say, viable they are to us. Now, listen to the smartphone concept. Before we talk about anything, each and every one of you here has a phone, and I think a smartphone. 657 billion worth of volume in 2022. Just smartphones. In 2022, we are not even talking about what are they called? These ones of buttons that are not smart. Those ones were also being bought meanwhile, but we are just looking at the smartphones, just the smartphones. Now, 1.2 billion was sold in 2022. Can you imagine? So we have also come with a phone. So we think, first of all, before we do anything, we can compete favorably in that market. Because we have also brought a phone, the market is viable. The only thing will be, what is the difference between your phone and what is already existing? That's the only thing we shall tackle today. Now, let's look at this, the blockchain. Most of you who are on this call probably have a little knowledge on the blockchain. The blockchain was there. Meanwhile, people didn't know that the blockchain concept was actually there. It needed to be put together. It was only the crypto space that was created, and then they brought in the asset known as crypto to ride on the blockchain. The blockchain was just like internet, just that this is now I would call it a place where you move value. A place, internet is not a place you move value, but when you come to the blockchain, we are moving valuable things. Assets are being moved. Now, when that came around, a small concept known as crypto could ride on the blockchain. Blockchain is so big. We have people who think that crypto is blockchain. Blockchain is the bigger entity. Crypto is just a small baby there. But I can tell you, the people out there have discovered that crypto is actually amazing. In the last 14 years, they have engaged with it. And I will tell you, 400 million have pushed this market. Those of you who have been watching the market, in the last bull run, the market touched 3 trillion. If you remember very well, 3 trillion. But right now, we are operating around 1.1 trillion, 400 million people. But there is a speculation which we talked about. There is what we call, we said that this presentation will have certain speculation. You know, we are seeing forward, looking at the opportunity. We think that based on the knowledge people are getting, there could be over 1 billion people associating with the crypto space in the next few years. So that means that there is an opportunity. So we need to position ourselves. Are we together? Now, when we go into the area of education, all of you are educated. If you're here, people think education is only going in class and listening to a teacher. No, education has been there. Our African cultures, European cultures, Asian cultures, they are different. People have been taught things. So people are learning. The biggest section known as education is worth $6 trillion when you look at all the universities. But then in those ones, there is the other sector known as electronic, the e-learning, where me and you sit in our homes. And recently in the lockdown, the electronic learning went so up. And people discovered that actually I can do a full course and finish it. 399 billion. You can see that market. That is the market size. So are we not swimming in a good market? Now the question comes, I need to ask you, why do you think people are engaging in so much learning today? Why? We need to know that gone are the days when ignorance was the concept. Even the Bible says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. The law is saying that the ignorance of the law is no excuse. So people are saying, if I'm caught off guard tomorrow, I think I should go and learn something. So we discover that people are hungry to learn today. And those who are on jobs, they are seeing their jobs disappearing. We saw it in Uganda recently. Jobs are disappearing. Job opportunities are reducing. Why are they reducing? Because there's a lot of merging. People who know lots of things are going out there to do more stuff. So if you don't know, then you're in problems. And do you know what is happening? The jobs we have today cannot sustain our livelihoods. Everybody is earning whatever they're earning. The inflation rate is too high. So people are seeking for alternatives. That's the reason they go out to learn something new. Now, once we get that information, then we go and look at the concept that me and you love swimming in, the direct sales, where we make a call to somebody, where we send a message, we go on social media, free platform, and make noise. Are we together? That direct sales industry is over 329 billion. So we want to swim in there. We want to play in there. So when you get to know all these 4 quadrants, then you know there is nothing new that the company has come to. It is coming to swim in what is existing. So now that we know, then we look at what the blockchain era is saying. Listen to this, one of the biggest words, the biggest technology and digital product direct sales community in the next few years. Which one? TBE. If you have such information, why are you not part of this? It's like someone giving you a prophecy and telling you that the blockchain era is going to become the biggest technology and digital product direct sales community in the next few years. You get such a statement and you remain seated And you're like, no, we have heard those statements. But if you don't take action, how will you know? If it's going to become big, and that means it has not yet become big, who is going to make it big? Me and you. So why don't we take position right now and we benefit from it becoming big? It is going to, that is a statement of the future. When it happens, be ready. Now, I want to read only one thing on the who we are, just one thing. Much as people need to know that in the blockchain era, a visionary concept is unveiled. TBE is the collaboration of experts in the blockchain and community building across industries aimed at taking this innovation to millions through a unique reward system. But the vision is my focus most times. Our vision is to propel this revolutionary technology to reach over 100 million people across all continents within the next 5 years. The time frame is my point. 5 years. And you're looking at yourself. 5 years ago, where were you? When you calculate the 5 years are done, what have you done for yourself? 5 years from today, look at yourself. Do you think you'll have changed a lot? By the way, we shall meet some of you. You'll still be looking the same. But if you have somebody with a dream and is saying, I want to propel this, but I'm looking for people like you to help me propel it, that means there is a reward he has put aside. Why don't you connect? And the question is, do they have the capacity? Do they have what it takes? We need to find out. I love the values that they are putting across. They want to transform, impact, and enrich your life. The question is your life. They are not saying my life, your life and the lives of millions. So do you understand that statement or you don't? Anyway, it's up to you. Now, this company recently made one of the biggest, I would call, history-breaking launches in different locations. Over 500,000 people launched with the company. I have never seen any momentum like this. I have never. I have been in the industry for 8 years. Some of you have been in longer than me, but I can tell you, I have never seen a momentum like this. I have made money in companies where I saw small growth. But when I look at the growth right now, we are about to touch 1 million people. I can assure you, we are almost 800 something. We are about to touch 1 million people. Now listen to this, the DAO concept. This is what I kept telling people. When you talk about decentralization, you're trying to give power to the people. You're bringing democracy. That's why we are saying that the products and services are approved by the people. I remember when we used to define democracy, the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Are we together? So TBE is a decentralized system. That's why it's a decentralized autonomous organization where it allows the participation of individuals to make decisions on the products they want to move out there. And like I said, the company is here to grow, but then it has rewards. And some of these rewards are in our digital space. In the digital space, we have technology. The products in the technology area, we have minters, we have actual phones. Some of you have this phone, I know you have it. This phone is physical. It's not saying it is coming soon. It's already there. We have it. It's doing everything that all the phones you have are doing. Then we have the people who love trading. We have those who are lazy. They like having apps. They like having bots. The digital service here, known as Quantwise, is coming with the technology to help you do some trading. The bots that you use out there. Then I told you that education is very key. That is another area we are going to earn rewards from as we help people understand. Now, every system that comes with a bank most definitely gets a lot of leverage and awareness. When you open most of these platforms, you'll discover that LFI, TBE is the news. Go to LioTrade, you'll see. Go to L Bank. In L Bank as an exchange, they are talking about the concept. Lio Wallet is coming for us, and they're talking about it. BitForex as an exchange, there is lots of news there. Bitmat, another area, another platform which is big that is not here is Binance. You go to Binance, guys, go to the news part, put in LFI, you'll see. Go to CoinWire, Benziger, Blocknomi, you go to international business. All these guys are talking about this concept. And who are you to say you'll dodge such a momentum? You cannot dodge this momentum. There is one international leader that one time we were doing a project and he compared momentum to something. He said, momentum is better than something which I will not say, but I later went to do analysis. I discovered this guy was right. When you attain momentum, guys, you don't know. You feel you are okay. Everything is amazing. Now, every good project deserves a good partner. Are we together? That's why they say behind every successful man, there is a certain human being known as a woman who has helped you to get there. But TBA cannot go on its own. It is saying me, I have the capacity to build a compensation. I have the capacity to collect people. But now, what will I give them? You have to find a partner who gives you a credible product. That's where LFI comes in. LFI is providing the product. It is the technology provider. That's why it is saying it is the solution. And our solution, innovative blockchain solution that is here, is for what we call a mass adoption. That is the solution they are bringing. Their motive is to reach 100 million people in the next 5 years. So you need to get somebody who can create a mainstream concept. That's where we are building a blockchain, which is a layer 2. Most of you don't understand layer 2 blockchains. They are open for you to add on what you have. It's like what we call forking. When you fork in a blockchain, you fork, you get the DNA of this, you add on another DNA. Me, I am more of a layer 3 of my grandfather. My grandfather is the original DNA. So as you go in, you're making things better. When you go to the blockchain of Bitcoin, you'll discover that it is something you don't play with. It is primitive. That is the reason forkings happen. They fork, they create another layer. They make it usable, they make it friendly. The Bitcoin blockchain cannot be adopted for a mass adoption. It cannot. So we are coming in and then we are creating a solution for one ID. That's why LFI is saying, let there be one ID for every system that we are creating. That is something amazing. We are creating what we call a unique business and social inclusion. We can socially have this business anywhere. Hardware and proprietary products are amazing. And we are coming with a hybrid minting protocol, which I need to explain to you after. Now, for every project that you see, you need to know that there is somebody behind. People thought we started 3 weeks ago. No, this project has been in the, I would say, in the kitchen for the last 4 years, guys. It's a partnership of different amazing concepts. The phone alone took 18 months to be designed. That's why you'll go on YouTube and you find a video about the phone, which is 6 months old. It has been tested over time. But Luis Goes finally comes out, the CEO of LFI, and says, I'm ready. I have 20 products that I'm putting on the ecosystem. I am coming with my team. He has over 180 employees who are putting everything together. He did a launch recently with more than 500,000 people who are already touching this product. He has 3 offices. When you look at the news everywhere, like I said earlier, all the people are talking about the information that is happening. And it is very, very important that you get to know this. Very important. So when you understand all this is what happens. You make a decision immediately. And when you make a decision, it means that you're headed for seriousness. Everything known as wealth starts with the decision making. decision making. So make sure that right now you understand where we are coming from. The revolution is on. We had yesterday and we are going to today. That's why the Bible says that the yesterday is gone and today is come, meaning that leave things of yesterday there. Let's go with the new. Because truth be told, this concept cannot start talking about slimming tablets. We are not going to talk about beautifying products. We are not going to talk about coffee. Yes, we have a product, but what year are we in? 2023, the year where technology needs to be showcased. So yesterday we had mining. It is expensive and complex. Bitcoin goes through mining. No green proof. Not for everyone. It is a saturated market. Guys, there is nothing new you can tell me about mining. There is totally nothing new. So this is what you need to understand right now, that everybody out there is asking, is this project really real? Yes, it is. We are now coming in what is called the new minting. Minting and mining are the same things. These are all processes of creating new coins. You solve a problem and the reward you get is a new coin. Are we together? So the technology has been improved. That's the reason why LFI is taking on minting to create new coins. And the minting now can also be done on the phone. On the phone. That's why we are saying it is simple and accessible. Accessible. The phone is accessible for everybody. Green, 98%. Social inclusive. I can enter with my phone anywhere, in any gathering, and I am minting. But you go and get a rig, a Bitcoin rig. Go and get it and tell me. It is designed for mass adoption. You see this? Do you see the minter? This is mass adoption. That's what I'm talking about now. Let's go to what we call the hybrid. Mining originally could only be done physically with some physical concept. Now today, we are taking it beyond physical. We are entering the cloud. We are entering the virtual area. And how does that happen? Simple. Just buy a virtual space. That's why we call it the virtual minting machine, which is there. You rent a space there. This machine that you see, guys, is a hardware that is owned by the company. It's a server. The company owns it somewhere. So what you need to do is rent a space there. When you rent that space, you don't own the equipment at home. No, go log in anywhere. Even if you're in a cafe, you can log in. The good thing with the virtual one, you are not disturbed. You are not disturbed by whether your electricity is on or off. No, the company is running everything for you. 24 hours, 7 days a week, you are minting. But once you buy the space, everybody that is listening to me, if you have a minter, make sure in a space of 2 months, you have put something in there. That's why they're saying plus. Add what? CLFI. Add some collateral there. You are given 2 months at least to add something there so the thing can begin making money for you. What does it make? Tokens. As soon as it makes the tokens, you know what you do? You go and withdraw. But how much do you withdraw? 60%. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what we call control. There should be control. Otherwise, people are going to dump. And if you look at the problem in the crypto space, is where there is no control. People are buying and dumping. Then there is no coin that can retain value because of the dumping. 60% push into the market. 40% go and do a rebuy. Simple. And where do you take it? Which market? The market where they sell meat and beans? No. You go to an exchange. If I have my dollar today, I want my currency. I go to a Forex bureau. There are different currencies there. People have created what we call exchanges that are online. All you need is to get your asset to be listed there. Our token, CLFI and LFI, is listed in these platforms like LioTrade, LBank, Bitmart, Bitforex. Do you know that according to the information I have, by end of this year, we could see over 10 exchanges listing our asset. Do you know what that means? That means we are having more people demanding. When you demand a fixed asset, do you know what happens? The value just keeps running up. If you have more people demanding, if you can reach more markets with the same product and the supply is limited, then you're in money. So who is not buying the CLFI today? And yet you have all this knowledge. Now, listen to this very carefully. Every crypto that is built has a time it runs. The algorithm, we are talking about the algorithm. If we have an algorithm of 1 billion, the question is, when will the 1 billion come to end? When will the 21 million Bitcoins be all mined? That's what we are talking about. The system of Bitcoin can end in 2160. Are we together? But us, we are not going up to that time. Our algorithm was set for 1,080 days. Are we together? 1,080 days. So meaning every time you delay, you're missing something. And all these days have what we call their blocks. There is a block of 14 days, a block of 14 days. That block of 14 days, when you find one, you're going to make more coins. The people who found the first block of 8.0 coefficients, they got more coins. You get it? The ones who are on 7 right now are getting also more. Tomorrow you're going to be on 6.9. A guy who doesn't come early and comes at 6.4 until 0.8, the last block will be 0.8. It's going to go like this up to 0.8. Are we together, guys? So every time you are coming early, let me tell you, it is very simple. There is no math here. The guys who were mining Bitcoin earlier on in the first block, they got a lot of Bitcoin. Today, the difficulty is very high. The coin that comes out, very little, but with very high value. So you're going to come at 0.8 later, 3 years down the road, and the CLFI that is coming out is worth maybe $100. I'm sorry to say that is speculation. If someone hears that and they say 3 years, let me hold my coin. I didn't say it will be 100. I'm only giving you a hypothetical scenario. Don't hold me and say, let me buy because it will be 100. But I can assure you, it's going to be worth a number that will put you out of poverty for good. And I'll tell you why as I finish. Now, I said things are now smart. You don't need to own the hardware. We have our servers where we are renting you the space, rent the license, buy $110 euros a man, load this by ×2 the value. 110 can be filled with 220. 330 can be filled with 660. So start small. We are not saying get the entire 220 and load it immediately. It's like having a jerry can. I keep telling you, if you put in half water, won't it go there? It will. If you put in quarter, won't it go there? It will. But when it fills, you can't add more. This 110 virtual meter will fill when you do 220. Are we together? If you have the 330, it will fill at 660. So you have to keep growing until at a point when you say, okay, right now, I think I need to boost my production. Then go ahead and buy a 5,500. With the 5,500, you have also bought a booster, a hardware, the XLFI 500. It's a minter that is physical. When you go ahead and buy the one of 11,000, then you have bought everything now. You also have the LFI 1. You also have the minter. Now you have 2 boosters. Are we together? You can log in at any time. Go and buy this up to the day when you say, I need the one of 1.1. I listened to one of our head, Mr. Lacio. He said when he began, he used to have small Bitcoin machines that were minting for him. He kept increasing, up to a point when he sold their family house. And then he bought a big one and put them somewhere. He kept minting, mining, actually. Today, he understands the concept. He comes from a background of mining, and we are being led in an amazing way. Now, there are 2 things. Like I said, you can have the virtual, but if you want to increase your production, also have the physical. Are we together? You can also have the physical. Get your virtual, rent it, add on a physical. Either the phone, you can start with your 110 and also buy the phone. And when you do that, it means the tokens that are being minted for you have put up their speed to 10% extra production for you. Is that easy to understand? So if you want to buy the minters, the cheapest is 220 euros. Very simple. The most expensive is 4,400. These are the physical, but the virtual goes up to 1.1 million. In among the hardware that are here, even the phone. That's why I said this is the game. I would call it the winning concept. It's finished. We have a saying in my back home language, where people say "kawedem," it is totally finished. Now the market is ours. Whether you like it or not, nobody can challenge this. Yes, others are coming, but do you know the concept of marketing? If you're the first with a product in the market, you take a lion's share, especially if the time is right. Do you think the market is ready? Yes, it is. People have been planning this for a very long time. That's why they had physical minters. Now we have an actual phone. And that's the part I'm saying that CLFI is going to become a household name. When it becomes a household name, how much of it will you be having? That's the point. Are we there? Now, listen carefully. When I say how much of it will you be having, there are many ways you can actually get the tokens. If you have your money, buy and have it there. You know, there are people who are buying directly on the exchange. Are we together? We have people who are saying, I have little money, but I want to make more. So I'm going to buy and then I stake it. You see, that's another way you're going to be making more. Now, we have those who want to earn it. Some guys are saying, me, I'm going to earn this thing. And the company has put a bit of it and said, can you earn this coin? Others are saying the bull run is coming. I need Bitcoin. But again, I need a company that has momentum that can pay me a certain crypto. All they're looking at is Bitcoin. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's okay. So come here and be a part of our community. Receive rewards by going out there to participate in the community growth. We are growing a community right now. It's a revolution. It's on. If this leaves you, then you're in problems. You are going to feel so bad. And those of you who want to play with this opportunity, then I look at you and I'm like, who bewitched you? The Bible says, you foolish Galatians, who bewitched you? If you cannot see this and you give it 200% of your effort, then something is wrong. The season will pass. When it passes, you say, oh, I wish. There are two pains, the pain of regret and the pain of discipline. Which one would you prefer? I love the pain of discipline, guys. I love it. The regret pain, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Now, there is a disclaimer on our compensation plan. I'm not going to read that one. I already read the other first disclaimer. This one is a simple one. Now, look at this. The company is saying, if you want to participate in the expansion program, there are certain bonuses, there are certain rewards that will come. How do you participate? You're helping the company to sell its products and services. Are we together? That is how you participate. Now, as you build a community, time comes and you actually also start earning from the activity of the minters. Do you know what is happening in the minters? People are loading the minters with CLFI. Today, when you go out there and sell one minter, you get commission. If the guy you've sold to loads it with CLFI, you don't get commission. Did you get that point? But there is a time when you become relevant to actually start having commission from what is being loaded. Now, when you load it with fuel, it starts producing. You reach a point and you start earning on what it is producing, a certain percentage. Do you get this point? Now, listen, everything they are going to pay you, you need to be very smart. 70% will come out in USDT. You can use it in whatever way you want. If you want to go and participate in the bull run, it's up to you. If you want to buy more, that is up to you. But the 30%, the company is saying you can use it internally. Altogether, you can do a rebuy. You can send it to your colleague internally. 30%. You need what they call quick money, instant. Somebody has come to do a registration and you have your URI in the system. You say, okay, 30% is equal to the package you have brought. Bring the money, me, I register you instantly. And when you exit, when you push your 70% out, if it is less than 10,000, just give it 15 minutes. It will be in your wallet. If it is more than 10,000, give it 12 hours. Simple. Is that hard? Now look at the bonuses that I want to talk about right now. 72%. 72%. That is for the active person. That's why we said, don't look at the 72% and you come and you just sit and relax. No, we who are getting the 72% are not sleeping. Guys, we are not sleeping. One, we are talking to somebody out there. And when we talk to somebody, we first pick the 10%. That one we know. Are we together? We get the what? The 10%. But the company is saying you could actually get 15. How do I get 15? I want to max the 72. I go within a month. I talk to 5 people, just in 1 month. 5 people, and the company graduates me to the what? To the next phase of 15% for good. If you don't do it in 30 days, you will be stuck on your 10%. Then it means you have already taken away 5. So you're not working at 72. We are talking about the people who want to max 72. When do you think? The first 15, where you qualify yourself is in the first 30 days. If you want to max the 72, the first 30 days, pick the 15. Now go ahead and start looking at the 15 levels. All these 15 levels have a certain percentage on them. Run 15 levels. Make sure that something is coming out. And then start going to the 2. The 2 is obvious. You'll be hitting ranks. Whatever volume, the 2 is coming. Then that one, go to the 23. 23 is dependent on how good you are in also hitting these ranks. And then go to the 10 again. There is that last 10. How are you mentoring the people that you have? Or you think that you're the only bull in the corral? You're scared of training your downlines. When you train them and they run the way you're running, then this 10% becomes amazing. And then now you want to call them for a party. The house bonus. That is where the party ends. The day you get that house, then the party starts. And then you hit what we call the point of actualization. You know, when you're looking at the hierarchy, that last part where self-actualization, retreat bonus. You're seated in business class. Out together. You're moving around, taking pics. That is where the business is taking you. That is what we need to discuss very fast. The ranks are simple. I told you these are only 14 ranks. With these 14 ranks, all you need are 15 downlines. But let me tell you, the ranks are based on a very simple thing. Volume, 50-50. So when you say 50-50, it means that even when you have 2 teams that are working, you're good. Concentrate on 2 teams. Let them do everything you need. Now, then these other directs will come in. Oh, look for the guys who are putting in 110, 110. Have your 15 directs. Once you have them, even if they came in with small packages, or you have money buy for them, then after that, start running your 2 legs. Help your 2 leaders. Grow these legs. Get other countries. Put them under them. Put them under them. Then you run to the next level. Are we together? But at the end of the day, you are running something amazing. So look at how we are talking about the direct bonus. Simple. 5K comes in. This is commissionable points. 10% is yours. 500. Simple. That is simple math. No one needs to complicate this. Then we go to the dynamic unilevel. Very simple. The 14 levels that the company is talking about are not the first 14. They are saying the 14 active, guys. 14 active levels. If there is an inactive level, within the first 14, the company will jump that one. You'll go to the next. By the time they pick 14 levels for you, maybe they have gone 20 levels down the road. Are you getting this? So the system is very fair. It is actually so amazing. Then we have what we call unlocking some percentages from every level by having a certain volume point. This is something I told people, don't struggle calculating it. Don't struggle. Put in your guys. Put in your guys. These are small volumes. Just put in your guys. Put in your guys. Just be active. Some of these things, they will calculate themselves. When you go here on the active status, don't struggle. Just keep putting the guys in. As long as these guys are buying minters, you will forever stay active in the system. Are we together? The 2%, you remember it? This 2% is amazing. When they promote you in a company, especially the corporate world, most times, like my brother Asaf says, they will say this guy is going to get an amazing percolator, a washing machine. Yes, we like the washing machines. You might call me in Dubai and you want to recognize me and you give me a washing machine. And the thing is stuck at the airport. I don't have money to transport it back home. Give me some money. 2% of every volume. When I reach this level of elite ambassador, I've done 60 million. Now, when I talk about 60 million, remember the 50% rule. I need you to understand this. 50% rule means 60 million will be picked from one side. And this 60 million, is picked from two sides, meaning 30-30. So the one side or these other teams of yours should do at least 60 so that 30 can come out. Then another team does another 60 so 30 can come out. Are we together? That is where they are saying 50% rule has to apply. You're not going to have one powerful leg and it has sold 100 million and then you say, but I have more than 100 million. Yeah, I should. No, they will only pick 50% from that. 50%. Are we together? What is the motive? The motive is to max the comp plan, 500 million. That is my only motive. If you're with me, we run to the next level together. Infinity. This is a good bonus, which also comes in as you hit ranks. It starts from level 4. I told you it goes up to 23%. Do not miss the 72% commission that has been put in here. Active and qualified status. Guys, this can only come if you know you have people who are coming in. If you have people who are coming in every time, don't mind about these simple things. Just put in your guys, put in your guys. Before you know it, you're running to the next level. I told you, when you're helping your downlines, they are pushing volume. They are pushing volume. To some extent, they actually hit the same rank that you're at. You are very lucky when they do that. Why? Whatever volume they have used to hit that rank, much as you had already gotten 2% from your own, you're getting another 10%. You have 8 downlines who have been working so well, they all hit your same level because they are competing. As soon as they hit your level like this, 10% of whatever volume is yours. Who wouldn't want this? So please, don't let your downlines alone. Don't just be the only bull. Be like 10 guys at the same level. And if it's you who brought these guys, that is your money. I'm telling you, that is your money. And if you go ahead and you want to bring these downlines for a party, that is the point. 2.5 million euro house. Someone said, can they give me the equivalence? I said, no, they're not giving you the money. They are giving you the house. 60 million on one side, 60 million on another side. 30-30, 50-50 concept rule. And you're good to go. Elite ambassador, that is rank number 12. And we are good to go. And like I said, time is coming for you to be in business class. They are called luxury retreats. The word is luxury. If any of you has never slept in a 7-star, you need to ask me the feeling of a 7-star, guys. And the only one I know right now is the Burj Al Arab in Dubai. The day you sleep there, you'll think you have arrived. But hey, guys, it's amazing. Now, this is the point. Luxury retreat. The word is luxury. hit those levels and you'll be there. And guess what? I told you, when you buy a minter or when you help someone buy a minter, they load it with CLFI, but you don't make commission. The time when they bought, you made commission. Now the company is saying, reach a certain level, and then you start qualifying to earn on the CLFI being loaded. That is a certain rank. Start from executive director and join the pool. Are we together? There is this last one known as the super node validator, secret bonus. They are not telling us. Let anybody hit it. The people who have reached heaven, they come and tell us how heaven looks like. Has anyone told you how heaven looks? We don't know until one who gets there. So let's see who gets there. And the day it is unveiled, then we shall know what it is, unless if it is a secret for everybody. Are we there? So those bonuses are very simple. Just hit the ranks and you'll start earning on the production, global minting production. Then also there is global cloud staking. Whatever is staked in the cloud and whatever is being produced, because of the ranks you're hitting, you have a certain percentage. So they get all this and put it in a pool. So all of you that become senior ambassadors, you share in that pool. Whatever comes out, you know it is yours. And now you go to chief ambassador. Finally, you go to the super validator and you are a superstar. Guess what? That's all you need. All I can say is that it's been an amazing presentation. I've had plenty of us here. It's an amazing morning. I can assure you that if you have understood anything I've said, then we need to get started immediately. Ask that person who actually called you into this Zoom and ask them, guys, I don't want to know what if, no. I want to start immediately. Are we together? Just tell the person, I want to start immediately. So I know that there are top leaders in here. I have one of my super leaders all the way from Kenya. Brother Charles is in the house. I want Brother Charles today to break the concept and break the ice and tell the people what he thinks before I can call my most anointed man to give us his honest opinion. Brother Charles, you are welcome, brother.
Yeah, my brother, I'm not coming in a video call, but
it is okay, brother. It is okay.
We love you. You can tell. That photo you are seeing in my Zoom, that is my best photo because I was doing something crazy. Listen, brother.
Yes.
We appreciate you. I have a lady in a call from Togo. I have a leader from Kenya. And also I have another leader, which I will not mention them, but we will have another meeting for them because they have leadership. But I want to tell you guys, me, I went to Dubai. No, my wife went to Dubai. Me, I went to Mauritius. Something crazy came in my mind tonight. And that is what I want to speak to you. This business is serious. Listen, imagine, we know GNLD company, we know all the companies for products. But now we have everyone. When you go to GNLD, they will tell you are sick, you have to buy product. But when it comes to this company, LFI, we have phone. Everyone has the phone. Even my grandmother have the phone. And I'm looking forward, Benny, listen, I'm looking forward the day that my grandmother will have the phone, even if not this expensive, but the cheaper one. You know, it is $50. You know, $50 is that 50 euros. That will be like Kenyan money. It will be 12,000. Everyone in Kenya can afford that phone. Can afford. Now, Benny, tell these people you have been talking here. You have been taking your time talking to people, either they like it or not, but with or without you, we're going to make money. With or without them, we're going to make money. That is my spirit, and this is me. And I'm speaking to these people. If they're listening to me, with or without you guys, we're going to make money. It is up to you to make a decision, choose a right leadership, choose the right leadership. This is what I'm here because of the right leadership through our king from Uganda. I'm a Kenyan. We are very proud Kenyan people. But by the end of the day, we want to make money. But my leader is coming from Uganda. We call Ugandan people small people. We are big people. But by the end of the day, we want to make money in Africa. We will become the best and the best in Africa. Cutting short, I will tell all the leaders here, make sure either you have the phone, if you have ordered your phone, it has not reached in your market, make sure go and do the right thing. And the right thing is to make sure each and every person have the phone. If not, me, Charles Karanja from Kenya, I will sell the phone to your grandmother, and I will bring that to that village. That when it is becoming serious, don't let it go. Let's go together. We love you guys. When you see a meeting, Zoom meeting, Benny Akiiki, when he's asking you guys to join in a Zoom call, I know I'm talking with 500 people or maybe 200 people right now, but go and tell your neighbor, with or without you, we're going to make money. That is my spirit. And I thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Brother Karanja. The lion himself from Kenya. Simba is roaring. When Simba roars, who else can roar? Anyway, Karanja, I like your spirit, and I believe that when we combine the effort, I told people that Africans are failing to make money to be, you see, in this industry of networking, the white boys are beating us. One, you find the white boys, they have one account, then all of them are rallying behind their own. Now, when we come to Africa, every African person is saying, I want to work with the other white guy, the other white guy. Yet we can push our own and take them to the top. Then another time we sit down and say, guys, we push the other guy. Now we are pushing so-and-so. Now we are, if we get this spirit, I can assure you, we are going to arrive. These boys will stop playing with us. They come and divide us. You find a country with 6 lanes, same product. How do you say what's the problem? Yet in those 6 lanes, there is one powerful leader that if you put yourselves together, you can be a tsunami. So without wasting any time, Brother Evangelist Luago, the man from Namibia, and also Botswana, this man has 2 nationalities. So he's going to speak for 2 countries right now. But I saw my leader from Namibia. Where is she? Is she still on? She seems to be off. But Brother Luago, come in.
Yeah. It's teamwork, my brother.
That is my best brother. That is my best leader. I told you, Ben Akiiki, you have a king here. This is the best person.
The king himself.
Everyone is talking about you.
Hey.
Dr. Luago, people, they are talking about you. Make sure that you will not let us down, but make the spirit grow.
Hey.
The lion
He's already
from Kenya.
the top seller. He's already the top seller in the company, in the team. Top seller. Yeah.
I can tell.
I would not disappoint you. You know what motivated? I was with your wife in Dubai. Then Akiiki will tell you what motivated me to come hungry when I came back from Dubai and to do my best to roll out this strategy all out Africa.
We are watching, brother, we are watching you, and Teresa is listening to you also.
Okay. Then you remember that when we were that group with this guy training us, and then one of your guys was sharing, just telling me that I have these guys from this Africa country, this Africa time, this Africa, and then I said, oh my God. Look at this guy. I'm sitting with him here and he's taking Africa and he's from Philippines. My God. Now, when I came back here, I'm going to stop into the people, at least the people I know. So tomorrow they will not tell me that I joined under somebody from Philippines. I joined under somebody from Italy. Italy, when I'm here. And they will even accuse me to say, why didn't you tell us? You didn't tell us, that's why we joined. I like the of the Simba Charles, what he's saying, that look, if you don't take this opportunity, If you don't rush and supply these phones to even your grandmother, me, Charles, I'm going to sell to your grandmother the small phone when they come. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say to you, we have a great opportunity here.
Let me tell you this. I will cut you on this. My wife was very happy when you guys meet in Dubai, and he has been speaking about you good things. By the end of the day, my brother Ben King, or maybe let me call him Akiiki. But Akiiki have the best leader is you, and another person is me and my wife. By the end of the day, we're gonna kill this business with or without anyone, with or without any permission from Ben Akiiki. We're gonna make this business become the big in Africa. My brother, I'm requesting Ben Akiiki in front of all the leaders listening to me, the small phone for Africa market, because the other phone is big, whereby it is 50 euros. I know that is the small phone that you guys, you know about that leadership. They have spoken about it. That is the phone that we're going to receive in the next phone. But that is the only machine. Even my grandmother will buy it without me.
Yeah, Charles, let me say this, brother. You came in when I was telling you we need to build the clientele, preparing, increasing our organizations before this small phone comes. Because let me tell you, it is not only the small phone that the company is going to introduce. This company, we sat down with them. They told us that they are going to bring goods and services, products and services within the ecosystem. So the moment you build yourself a base, a foundation, an organization, every time these people, when they come to buy into this service, buy into this product, small phone for our market, 50 euros, you will be earning. Imagine if you have worked hard in your first month, get 5 people on board, you now qualify for 15% throughout the life of this project. So if you have not yet sold to 5 people in your first 30 days, please do so that you increase in the percentage that you are earning on referral bonus. So that is all I'm saying, Benny Akeke. Thank you very much for your presentation. It's only that now Mzee Charles is sharing the slot with me. It will be like I'm taking long. So,
okay,
guys, let us work hard. Let us hit the iron while the iron is still hot. It's teamwork. It's teamwork. I'm here in Botswana, Namibia. I have leaders here on Zoom now from different countries, and they are going to show Charles that leaders are not born in Kenya, but leaders are born in Namibia and Botswana. Thank you.
Definitely. You know, Charles, we are small people.
That is crazy.
But we are not small people. We are here building something big. Soon he will call us the big people. When we have all of us in Dubai in
under your leadership, Benny, under
Yes.
your leadership, we are following you. It is either you trust us or never. It is up to you.
No, trust me, you're my people. We are going
We're
to the
gonna do crazy. We will be the best people in Africa. Now it is like when you are taking tea. You know, when you're taking tea, something will be shaven. I mean, you don't take even the tea and the sugar at the same time. But by the end of the day, the tea had that bag for the tea. It will remain there. Those are the people that they will not deliver. We are here, and I'm delivering this guy. You know, we are comparing with him, Zimbabwe, Zambia, from Zambia, doctor. Doctor is from Zambia, yes?
From Botswana and Namibia.
Botswana. Now, Botswana, the shilling for Kenya shilling and the Botswana, they are ahead of us. Now, when it comes to Kenya and Uganda, we're ahead of you guys. So you have to follow us and follow the leadership.
It's okay, my brother. When we come to LFI, we are just one.
No, we love you. We love you.
Amazing.
We trust you in the leadership.
I
love you.
Neighbors.
And I'm telling you,
I need more neighbors.
We love you. We love you, and we love you for real. Listen, I could have gone against you with my wife, myself, and Doctor from Botswana, Doctor. We could have gone against you, but by the end of the day, We are following you, my brother. Listen, you either you like it or not, with or without you, we love your leadership, but without your leadership, we're gonna make it because we are hungry. We want money. We want money. I need money. That is it.
You're speaking my language. One time I got a job on an interview where I was asked what motivates me, and I said money, and the job was mine, just like that. My job in MTN was because I said I want money, and I'm a salesperson, and I'm coming to work for that money. And we have proven to the rest of the world that actually we can do it. But one of the things I don't want you guys to forget is the foundation. I need you to build a foundation where you know that this God has given me, and I'm going to hold it. Because you see, the blessings of the Lord maketh rich, and they add no sorrow to anybody. So when God gives us, we take something very serious. We hold it, and that season can pass. And when it passes, you're finished. So let's take this, and we thank our Lord and say, Jesus, thank you for this amazing opportunity. We are taking it on, and we are going to the top because you are the foundation. We are on a foundation that cannot sink. So guys, you've been an amazing congregation this morning. This evening we shall have another, but I will not be in. I will be in a fellowship. Every Tuesday I have to be in a fellowship. I have to take this business to the altar and pray for it more. And then we take it everywhere. We have to be the biggest team. Whether they like it or not, we shall be the biggest team, not just in Africa, but globally. And we can do this. We can do this. Recruit those guys from Asia. I already have a very big team from Philippines, from Vietnam, from Iraq, you know, from UK, from Poland. All these guys are coming in our network. We are getting all of them. Don't fear. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, guys, have a lovely day. Let's meet again today or again tomorrow morning. Thank you. I'm going to send the presentation in the groups already. It's recorded. Thank you.